Okay, I guess we get started. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tom Young from Parish Farmers Union. The guy that was supposed to be speaking this morning was not be able to make it. He's actually out of the country right now, so I'm filling in for him. So I'm not Levi Kahn. I'm Tom Young from Parish Farmers Union. We got a couple of quick things here. Then we got two other gentlemen, one for forage specialization and the other one for animal health, correct?
Right.
Already. A couple quick jokes to get things going this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. I know it's kind of short, it's small print, I do apologize. I know a couple people this year felt like that already.
Wait till next week.
Write down your small print, how ice cream is made. So originally, the gentleman was supposed to go over who IBA is. They supply us with parlor evaluation analysis, recommendations and adjustment. They can come out, see how your parlor is set up, take care of, try to offer suggestions. Sanitation evaluation, diagnostic and action to correct issues, water treatment system and installation, CIP monitoring equipment, foot bath products, equipment evaluation monitoring, inoculant and preservative products and consultation, which you'll have a little bit more about that later on today, I believe. Milking training services, bilingual staff is available, full line of over 5,000 products, root trucks making routine stops, which is what we cover. Most of Maine, we have root trucks to go out there and drop off products as needed. Manufacturing control of IBA chemicals, dips, and liners, and large network of support staff. So usually if there's a problem, you can contact them and they'll get in touch with us if there's an issue, and we take care of that issue for us. The peroxide injection system, if you're familiar with milking, you might have seen something like this. Especially for here in Maine, a lot of our water is not the best. It has a lot of high minerals in it. So if you have the peroxide injection system, which they recommend, it improves water quality, oxidizes minerals, kills bacteria, keeps water systems components clean and free from damaging mineral buildup, and 34% peroxide approved by federal PMO. And that is something most of my locations do carry in stock. This is unfortunately what a pipe looks like if you guys have ever done anything with water, and a lot of main wells pipes look like that after a couple of years.
Yeah.
That's the water line, how it looks up when they haven't been taken care of, especially with milk and sediments. With washes, it can keep the pipes running pretty clean. This is the gentleman right here that was supposed to be here today. Unfortunately, I said he couldn't make it. So, but they do run out to different farms, checking the animals. If they can help you out, they do that.
Look who you got stuck with.
They're showing what they've done when they try to help to fix some of the systems that they've come across with. CIP wash monitoring. Monitor the temperature of the wash and the milk. Constant monitoring of the chemical levels in the barrel and dispense each wash. Sends alerts to your cell phone system when you're at risk of bacteria counts of various reasons. One of the newer things, instead of being out there all the time hoping and praying, they can actually send you a quick text. That's one of the systems right there. One of the things they talked about, foot bath equipment. This is one of the monitors that go right down to the foot bath. Make sure that the pH balance stays correct. So from the first cow to the last cow, the pH balance is correct. Something out there, cow goes in it and puts out, messes in the water, the pH balance can be thrown off and that can cause issues with a foot bath. One of the parlors they've done, they can walk through that, help you with what you might need at your parlor or milking facility. Another picture of another milking parlor right there. They offer a whole bunch of monitoring equipment for different phases. Pulsation vacuum lines. They have equipment to go over that, making sure the pressure's okay. Measuring it. They also have a full line of different types of liners and designs. There are a lot of different companies out there. IBA carries a lot of different liners for different, if you have Dela valve, you could have a Bulmatic, just name a few of them. They usually have a liner that's compatible with that. They make their own liners, so it's all made from them. So if there's ever a problem, you can talk to them, but their liners are very superior and they have good luck with them.
That last one, was that a robot milker?
I don't know, to be honest with you. He didn't give me any information on that last one. It looks like a robot melter by the looks of it.
And so they are available for the robots.
And that concludes that part of the presentation. So, no wasn't much help, but I do apologize by getting the last second, so. Any questions or anything, or?
I'll check it out. I'll see if I can find it. Okay. If you join, George, you can do time to do that video. If you don't, it's okay. We'll see when we get. Yeah.
Who's got to show me what's up?
Yep. You can either go up and down, or up and right.
You taking off already?
Yeah.
Well, you'll miss my wonderful presentation.
We can catch it all online.
Find my son, track it down.
Yeah.
You take care.
Bring you for that, or?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
I just want to make sure I couldn't tell, so.
Well, hey, thanks for coming. This is always a thrill for me because I am actually from Wisconsin, but I travel for IBA throughout wherever there's cows in the 48 states I travel, and the benefit of that is I learn what you guys are doing here and how that technology can help somebody actually in Texas or California, Wisconsin, and all over, and it's amazing. The kind of things that are going on, across the country, but it's really neat, like when we look about forages, a lot of the forage technology that's being used in the United States actually started in the Northeast. Like the percentage, you used to talk to people out in the West and Midwest, and they would never consider planting grasses with alfalfa, right? They just would always plant strictly alfalfa, but last year in the Midwest, and I think you probably all heard about that, we had winter kill, and alfalfa was as high as 72%. It was the highest on record in 2019. It must have been climate change. Now, I don't know what caused it, but the fact is, it was a very tough year, and it's kind of really nice with that technology from the Northeast with planting grasses. So it's also a lot of people, like when I'm flying to different places, you end up having conversations with people on a plane, and they say, well, what do you do? And I say, I work with the best and brightest 0.5% of the population in the world. Really? And who is that? I said, dairy farmers. And that's really true. I mean, they always talk about, you see the ads about the military, and they talk about military, and they say that's the best, brightest 3% of the population would have to be in the military, and our military is second to none, no question. But if you think about the percentage of population that are dairy farmers, it's less than half of 1%. And you feed the world, right? So it's pretty impressive, and you deserve a pat on the back for that. Well, we're talking a little bit about forage. Obviously when we talk about forage, this happens to be a black and white cow, or brown, or whatever the color is. But the fact is, everything we do is with the cow in mind. That's the way I look at it. I'm an animal nutritionist by trade. The next gentleman that's talking is also an animal nutritionist. And we think about animal nutrition first and forage inoculant second. But because forage is becoming such an important part of the cow's diet, we really need to focus on that. How can we improve the economics of a dairy? And one of the key ingredients is forage. Because forage does represent up to as much as 70 or even higher percentage of the diet, especially if you look at some of the organic dairies and different things that are going on. But the bottom line is, the better we can make that forage a higher percentage of the diet, And that's the hugest, when you look at profitable dairies, like the University of Wisconsin did a study and they said, well, they wanted to look at the most profitable dairies, and they found the top percentage of profitable dairies, the one common denominator, meaning profit per cow, wasn't milk per cow, wasn't quality, it was forage quality. Because anytime you have high quality forage, it's going to reduce your dependence on the feed store, the feed company, and other things, and you're going to draw more from what you have on the farm. And it's an opportunity, although this slide kind of got chopped up, the opportunity is, obviously we know feed will never get better than the day you cut it. No matter what you add to it, it's going to be the best at the day you cut it. But we can focus on speeding up fermentation, limiting mycotoxin growth. If we get it cut right, we can lower purchase protein, energy inputs. And a lot of these things, like whether you're talking to Jen or JD or Tom, they can all advise you on things that will help you improve forage quality, whether it's the maturity of the crop, when you cut it, and what product. I always chuckle, Paris Farmers Union handles 11 different products, or they have access to 11 different products. And somebody said, well, do you need all 11? And no, you don't. But the fact is, every farm is different, right? Every farm, you think about your dairy in the back row, I'm sure it's different than your dairy and so forth. And your needs and your goals are different, so that's why they offer so many products, and that's why Jen and Tom and JD spend so much time trying to understand, where does this product fit